This is our first Lunar New Year together as a family. How about a few days in Sanya? Sounds great. I'll book the flights and plan the itinerary. Oh, Suwan, you should stay home. Someone needs to look after all the plants, and Dudu needs feeding and walks. We can't all leave. She's right, honey. Flights aren't cheap. Save us some money this time. You can come next trip. The first year of our marriage, I cried under the covers all night. The second year, I fought back, only to be buried in blame and disgust. You're going to Hong Kong without me again? Am I not part of this family? Come on, Suwan. We're leaving you with the house because you're family. We wouldn't trust just anyone. Oh, Luza, maybe we should forget it. If your wife is upset, I just won't go. Can you act like an adult for once? Mom isn't well and she barely ever gets to travel. Can't you just be happy for her? You're seriously disappointing me. That was the first time I saw how cold and distant Lucy could be. The sweet, caring man in our wedding photos had been an act all along. Fine, you all go. I'm staying home. Take care of things while we're gone. Call if anything happens. Bro, hurry up. We're going to miss the flight. Okay, we're leaving. And just like that, they left me behind and went to Hong Kong. The next day, I saw a Y78,000 charge from a Hong Kong duty-free store. A wave of cold fury shot straight through me. Hi, there's an unauthorized charge on my card. Freeze it immediately and help me file a police report. The transaction was in Hong Kong. Ma'am, are you sure you want the card frozen and a report filed? The Y78,000 charge was made at a duty-free store in Sim Sha Tsui. Once we flag it, local police will investigate. I'm sure. The card is right here with me and I did not make that purchase in Hong Kong. Please call the police now. Officer, I'm the card holder. Hello, ma'am. We have 3 people here claiming to be your husband, mother-in-law, and sister-in-law. They're extremely upset and insist this was just a family purchase. They are my husband, mother-in-law, and sister-in-law, but I never authorized any of them to use my card, especially not for a purchase worth nearly $80,000. If they can't show my signed permission or written approval, then they stole from me. Understood, Ms. Su. We'll handle this by the book. I'm entitled to spend my daughter-in-law's money. Forget it, just leave. But the law doesn't make exceptions for family. With a large unauthorized credit card charge like this, even a close relative must face the formal legal process unless the cardholder agrees to settle. You heartless woman. You actually called the police? Are you trying to destroy this whole family? Luze, help me. Are you done with this stunt? Tell the police you gave us permission to use the card. This is nothing, and you're turning it into a public humiliation for the whole family. A public humiliation? You left me home to guard the house, then secretly used my card to buy jewelry? Those are my savings. Who gave you the right to touch them? I'm your husband. So what if I spend a little of your money? Mom bought some gold and Yao Yao got a bag. Big deal. We trusted you with the house. Why are you so selfish and stingy? Selfish and stingy? The first year, your whole family went to Sanya and left me crying alone in an empty house until sunrise. This year, I tried to reason with you and got nothing but blame and contempt. Then you booked Hong Kong and dumped me at home again. Lucy, am I your wife or your family's unpaid house sitter? Or your... What's the point of dragging up the past? Drop the case first. We can talk when we get home. Talk at home? The police said using a card without permission for more than $50,000 can be treated as fraud and leave a criminal record. Lu Yao is 24. With a record, finding a job or even getting married could be tough. Suwan, how can you be so cruel? Please, sis, I'm begging you. Don't take this too far. We're family. What do you gain by ruining Yao Yao's life? I get my money back for one. And you finally learn that money doesn't grow on trees, and neither do other people's feelings exist for you to ignore. 1-1, take my advice. Families shouldn't hold grudges overnight. Yao Yao is young and immature, so be the bigger person. If this gets ugly, what will the relatives and neighbors say? Think about Lu Zhe's reputation too. When they spent my $78,000, did they think about how many late nights it took me to earn it? Lu Yao posted her new bag and necklace online. Did she ever think about how I felt, abandoned at home? She's a kid posting silly things. Why take it so seriously? You're the daughter-in-law. Isn't helping the family and buying things for your sister-in-law the least you should do? The least I should do? I've paid for the utilities and groceries for 2 years. I bought your supplements and Lu Yao's phone and laptop. Haven't I done enough? None of that gives you the right to dump me at home like a servant and secretly charge $78,000 to my card. You want me to drop the case? Transfer every last yuan of that Y78,000 back to my account within 30 minutes. Once it clears, I'll sign the settlement letter.
Suwan, that's blackmail. Those things were for the family. Why should we pay you back?
Then let the police decide according to the law. If the money isn't there in 30 minutes, the case moves forward. The resentment I'd carried for 2 years finally began to lift. The money's been transferred. Call the police and drop the case now. Put Lu Yao on the phone. Don't get too smug, Suwan. This isn't over. I'll be waiting. And keep the bags and jewelry. You've paid for them now. Save the receipts. They're proof you spent someone else's money under the excuse of house sitting, and a lesson you should never forget. Hey Zhao, it's me, Su Wan. Well, this is a surprise, Wan. Are you finally renting out the Bishui Bay apartment? I have 2 young professionals looking right now. I'm selling it. Selling? You're kidding, right? Great location, great layout, and it's only going up in value. Why sell now? Listed at 10% below market. Cash buyers first. I want it sold as fast as possible. That's a huge loss, Juan. I need the money now. I can't wait for the price to rise. Sell it within 3 days and I'll pay your highest commission. Got it. I know a buyer, Ms. Chen, who's been looking for a 3-bedroom in Bishui Bay. She has the budget, can pay cash, and needs a place fast. Can I bring her by tomorrow morning? Yes, bring her straight over tomorrow at 10. My father left me this fully paid off home. It was supposed to be my safety net. I turned it into our marital home and let the 3 of them live there for 2 years. Now, the whole thing felt absurd. Wan, this is Ms. Chen. Ms. Chen, this is the owner, Su Wan. The property is solely in her name and all the paperwork is in order. Ms. Su, I'm buying for my child's schooling, so I need to move in quickly. But it looks like people still live here. What's the situation? I'll be honest. My husband, mother-in-law, and sister-in-law live here. We've had a falling out and they're away on vacation. My father left me this home before I married, fully paid off. They may cause trouble when they return. If you can accept that, we can negotiate the price. If not, no hard feelings. I appreciate the honesty. As long as the title is clean and the sale is legal, I'm not afraid of trouble. I'm buying through the proper process. If anyone causes a scene, I'll call the police. Then I'll take it. Market value is Y4.5 million. 10% off makes it Y4.05 million and I'll pay cash. One condition, we close as soon as the registry opens. I take possession and change the locks that same day. Deal? Deal. On closing day, I'll clear out everything inside. I won't leave you with a mess. I'll wire half now as the deposit, Y2.025 million. We'll sign the contract this afternoon and close the day after tomorrow, as soon as the registry opens. I felt no hesitation, only the relief of knowing it was finally done. Juan, you move faster than we real estate agents do. 2 years of humiliation was enough. If I was cutting ties, I was doing it cleanly. Dragging it out would only repeat the same mistake. Hi, I need movers tomorrow at 10 in the morning. The faster, the better. Hello, I'd like a luxury boarding suite for 30 days. My dog is a Bichon Frise with grooming included. I'll drop him off in 3 days. Of course, ma'am. We provide round-the-clock care, so you have nothing to worry about. Hi, I'm planning a Maldives trip. I want the best private island, an all-inclusive overwater villa for 30 days, leaving in 3 days. The sooner the better. Excellent choice. We have 1 spot left on an ultra-luxury island package. 30 days, round-trip business class, a private butler, daily seafood, and every ocean excursion included. There's a flight in 3 days. Say the word and I'll lock it in. Book it. Give me the top package and add every premium activity. I'll pay now. For 2 years, I'd pinched pennies to support that family. Now I finally understood. Money spent on myself was money well spent. Ms. Su, all 23 boxes are loaded. Here's the address. Leave them downstairs and put Mrs. Liu as the recipient. Thank you. Ms. Su, the locks are changed. Don't worry. If they come back and cause trouble, I'll call the police. Thank you, Ms. Chen. Enjoy your trip, Ms. Su. We'll take such good care of Dudu. He'll come back happy and spoiled. Thank you. See you when I get back. Lucy, that shopping spree was amazing. Suwon took the money and dropped the case after all. At least she knows her place. When we get home, I'll make her buy me a jade bracelet too. Enough, get on the plane, we'll be home this afternoon. Suwon's watching the house. We'll have a hot meal waiting when we get back. Suwon had always been soft-hearted. No matter how many fights we had, she always gave in. She was just angry. A little sweet-talking at home would fix everything. What's wrong, Luze? Is the lock broken? Suwon, are you home? Open the door. What is Suwon doing? Where did she run off to in broad daylight? We left her in charge of the house and this is how she handles it? We're sorry. The number you have dialed is currently switched off. Her phone's off? What is she playing at? Maybe she got mad and went back to her parents. What are we supposed to do with all this luggage? She wouldn't dare. She's probably buying groceries and her phone died. Come on, we'll ask the property office to let us in. I'm sorry, sir, but Ms. Su no longer owns this property. The transfer was completed yesterday. The new owner, Ms. Chen, changed the locks this morning and registered with our office. What did you say? Say that again. The owner changed? Impossible. That house belongs to my wife. What right did she have to sell it? You must have the wrong file. Look for yourself, sir. The transfer papers and the new owner's ID are all on file. It was a standard legal sale. Ms. Su signed in person, and we verified her identity. That's my son's home, our family's home. What gives Suwan the right to sell it? Your office is completely irresponsible. Ma'am, please calm down. The deed listed only Suwan, so she had every legal right to sell. If you have a dispute, you'll need to take it up with the former owner. Take it up with her? Forget that. Find Suwan. She secretly sold our Y4 million home. She's trying to leave this whole family with nothing. I can't live like this. Mom, stop making a scene. This is embarrassing. What do we do now? We don't even have a home. Fine, you all go. I'm staying home. Suwan's calm that day hadn't been surrender. She had already made her move. How are we supposed to live here? There's no water heater and the bathroom is in the hallway. Luze Suwan sold a Y4 million home without a second thought. We can't stay here forever. Suwan is heartless. After 2 years of marriage, she actually did this. When I find her, she's going to hear exactly what I think. Enough. Yelling won't fix anything. We need to find her first. Her phone's been off. When she turns it back on, she'll have some explaining to do. He regretted leaving Suwan behind again and again and letting his mother and sister use her card. But he also hated how final she'd made it. She sold a home worth over Y4 million without a word, as if their marriage meant nothing. Suwan, you finally turned your phone on. Did you sell the Bishui Bay apartment? Have you lost your mind? That was our home. What gave you the right to secretly sell a Y4 million property? First, it wasn't our home. My father left it to me before we married, fully paid off. My name is the only one on the deed, so I can sell it whenever I want. It has nothing to do with me. We've been married for 2 years. My mom and sister live there. That made it our family's home. You sold it without asking me, or my mother. Now we're back from Hong Kong with nowhere to live, crammed into that old apartment. Happy now? When you were living it up in Hong Kong and charging luxury goods to my card, did you ever wonder how I was doing home alone? On Lunar New Year's Eve, your whole family happily left on vacation while I stayed behind to house sit and feed the dog. Did you ever ask if I had anywhere to go? We left you out of one trip. Do you really have to hold such a grudge? My mom isn't well and Yao Yao is still young. Bringing you would have been a hassle. Besides, we trusted you to watch the house. Why are you so petty? Trusted me? You mean charging 78,000 yuan to my card and leaving me home as your maid 2 New Years in a row? Luza, that's your idea of trust? No, that's taking me for a sucker. All right, Wanwan. We were wrong. We shouldn't have left you behind or used your card without asking. I'm sorry, okay? Stop being mad. Tell the buyer the house is off the market, refund the money, and let's talk at home. Don't call me that, it makes me sick. The transfer is done. Every document is signed and legal. There's no undoing it. And I'm not throwing a tantrum, I'm just taking back what's mine. Don't go too far. Don't make me take this to court. The house gained over 4 million yuan in value during our marriage. Half of that is mine. You owe me at least 2 million. Go ahead and sue. I paid for that house in full before we married, and its market appreciation is still mine. Ask any lawyer if you're entitled to half. And for 2 years, I paid the utilities, HOA fees, groceries, your mom's supplements, and your sister's tuition. You spent every penny you earned on yourself and never contributed a dime. And you still want my money? I also have the police report and bank statements proving your mom and sister used my card without permission. Take this to court and they could end up with criminal records. If that doesn't scare you, go ahead. Suwan, you vicious woman. You're really gonna press charges against us? You better get that house back or I'll make a scene at your office. I'll show your boss and co-workers exactly what kind of woman you are, abandoning your husband and stealing the family's assets. Let's see how you face anyone after that. Go ahead. Everyone can hear how a mother-in-law and sister-in-law charged a vacation to the wife's card while her husband defended them. Who's shameless now? Show up at my office and I'll call the police, and make sure everyone knows you stole my card. Let's see who's humiliated. Suwan, I'm begging you. The house is already sold, fine, but you have over 4 million yuan from the sale. You have to give me something. My mom is old. She can't live in that rundown place. You can't seriously leave us homeless. If you're homeless, you did it to yourselves. That money is mine and you won't get a cent. You're all able-bodied. Get jobs and pay your own rent. You lived in my house for free for 2 years and I never charged you rent. Now you want more money? Not a chance. You're really going to be this heartless? 2 years together, and you're throwing it all away? A bond only survives when both people value it. How many chances did I give you? You all went to Sunya for New Year while I cried alone and I let it go. I handled everything at home while you enjoyed the benefits. I let that go too. Then you left me behind again. Went to Hong Kong and charged 78,000 yuan to my card. I'm done letting things go. Luze, a heart doesn't turn cold overnight. I'm spending 30 days in the Maldives. Don't bother me while I'm here. We'll deal with everything when I get back. The Maldives? You sold a house just to go live it up? Suwan, do you have no conscience? My whole family is crammed into that dump while you're vacationing in paradise. I'm vacationing with my money. How is that your business? We're done. Stop calling. "2 years. For the first time, I didn't have to live for everyone else. I could finally live for myself. Mrs. Su, your snorkeling gear is ready. Please meet at the dock in 10 minutes. Wanwan, I even called from a different number and you still won't answer. Please, hear me out. Wanwan, listen to your uncle. Families shouldn't stay angry forever. People judge divorced women. Cool off and come home. No point wasting time on people who give advice from the sidelines. This again? We eat this every day and there's not even any meat. Come on, Lucy. Suwan has 4 million yuan. What's wrong with giving us a few 100,000? I've called her over and over. She won't answer. I told you not to spend that much on her card, but you wouldn't listen. Now you've pushed her so far, she sold the house. Now you're blaming us? You're the one who couldn't even control his own wife. I told you to get your name on the deed, but you ignored me. Now she could sell whenever she wanted, walk away with over 4 million yuan and leave us powerless. What good does any of that do now? When she gets back, I'll talk to her. She can't be completely heartless. Suwan is just angry. Once she calms down, I'll apologize. Maybe she'll use the money to buy us another place, or at least rent us somewhere decent. Ms. Su, welcome back. Duo was an angel these past 30 days. Ate like a champ and even gained 2 pounds. Really? Thanks for taking such good care of Duo. The owner accepted the deal on that downtown loft you asked me to find. Same price we discussed, 1.2 million yuan in cash. When can you sign? Tomorrow morning. I need today to get settled. You're sure the place checks out? Absolutely. Fully furnished, move-in ready, secure, and close to work. I inspected everything myself. It's exactly what you wanted. Look at you, Suwan. You said you wanted a new place, and you made it happen. This little loft is so cozy. You got over 4 million yuan for the Bishui Bay house, enough left over to coast for years. Comfort matters most when you're living alone. The old house was too big, crowded, and noisy. This is peaceful. And with the rest saved, I won't have to worry about retirement. You should have done this ages ago. You waited on those 3 hand and foot like an unpaid maid. I was exhausted just watching. Now you're divorced, independent, and sitting on a home and savings. That's the life. We're not divorced yet. When he comes looking for me, I'll bring it up. Suwan, that vacation did wonders for you. You look amazing, like a whole new person. I just took some time to clear my head. Wanwan, you're back. What do you want? Wanwan, I was wrong. I didn't consider your feelings and I'm sorry. Please stop being mad and come home. We'll use the sale money to buy another place and put both our names on the deed. From now on, I'll do whatever you say. Luze, do you honestly think I'm only angry because I missed the Hong Kong trip? Aren't you? I know you're hurt. I'll take you anywhere you want every year from now on, okay? The old house is gone, but we'll buy another. If we're short, I'll chip in. No, I already bought my own place and I like living alone. It's time we ended this. What are you saying, Suwan? You want a divorce? What else? Do you seriously think we can keep living like this? You know exactly what the past 2 years were like. I kept telling myself marriage meant making it work, that if I put up with it a little longer, things would get better. I'm done putting up with it. And I don't have to. No, I won't agree to this. All because we didn't take you on one trip? You're ending our marriage over that? Suwan, stop being so dramatic. My mom is old and Yao Yao isn't married yet. What happens to them if we divorce? That's your problem, not mine. I'm not your family's maid or ATM. I don't owe your entire family a life of service. My lawyer will send you the divorce papers. We don't have any real joint assets. My house and savings predate the marriage, so they aren't yours. Sign and we can divorce peacefully. Refuse and I'll see you in court. Court? Suwan, don't push it. If we go to court, I'll make this ugly. That house sold for over 4 million yuan, and some of it is mine. I gave 2 years to this marriage. Give me 500,000 yuan, or I'll drag this out forever. What exactly did you contribute? Look at these statements. I paid every household expense over 180,000 yuan total. If you want to keep score, start by paying me back half. I'd never added it up. I just figured Suwan earned more, owned the house, and should pay. I had no idea it totaled that much. You chose to spend that money. You're my wife. Of course you should pay for the household, and I had a job too. I didn't make much, but I still contributed. Your contribution was coming home to a hot meal, then ganging up on me with your mom and sister. I've said everything I need to say. You'll get the divorce papers soon. Sign them and this stays peaceful. Refuse and I'll see you in court. Then you won't just leave empty-handed. I'll also pursue the credit card theft by your mother and sister. Think carefully. Suwan never made empty threats. If this went to court, I wouldn't get a thing. Ms. Su, 2 women are downstairs asking for you. They say they're your mother-in-law and sister-in-law. They're sitting at the entrance, refusing to leave and drawing a crowd. So that's their game. Everyone come see, my sister-in-law is a shameless gold digger. She stole over 4 million yuan from our family and now she wants to divorce my brother. What kind of woman does that? Are you done? Suwan, you still dare show your face? You threw us into that rundown house. What kind of monster does that? Give us an answer today or I'm not leaving. Hello, police. I'd like to report harassment and defamation. You're calling the police? Guilty conscience, don't listen to her, everyone. I bought that house in full before the marriage. They used my credit card without permission. Am I wrong for selling my own property? Oh, so that's what happened. I thought the wife was the problem. They charged a vacation to their daughter-in-law's card and left her home alone? That's awful. Exactly. It was her house. She had every right to sell it. Who called the police? I did, officer. These are my mother-in-law and sister-in-law. They used my credit card without permission and now they're causing a scene and spreading lies outside my workplace. Is that true? Take financial disputes to court. You can't block a company's entrance and cause a scene. Leave now, or you'll be detained for disturbing the peace. Suwan thinks she owns the world now. This is all your fault. You had to buy that designer bag, and we still owe 78,000 yuan. Why is everything suddenly my fault? You bought things too. Mom, can you two stop making scenes? Every time you do this, we humiliate ourselves all over again. Why does Suwan get to demand a divorce? Why does she get 4 million yuan and a better life while we're stuck in a dump paying off debt? No access card, no entry. I'm here to see my wife, Suwan. Let me in. Sorry, sir. Residents must come down to let guests in or call management to authorize them. If she'd answer my calls, would I be standing here? Luze, when are you paying back that 78,000 yuan? Pay up or I'm coming to your office. Please don't, Mr. Wang. Give me a few more days. I'll pay you, I promise. Luze, we can't live like this anymore. Just agree to the divorce. Dragging it out won't help. Suwan has 4 million yuan. She can wait forever. We can't. What do you know? Once we're divorced, we'll have nothing. And refusing will magically fix that? Suwan has made up her mind. If that credit card theft gives me a criminal record, what happens to my future? What a disaster. Fine, let them divorce. Better than Yao Yao getting a criminal record. It just kills me that that witch Suwan gets all 4 million yuan. Wanwan, you really don't regret any of this? 2 years together and that's it? I don't regret leaving. I regret marrying you and wasting 2 years putting up with all this. Now I'm free. It feels great. The moment the divorce became official, I felt no sadness, only relief. It was like dropping a burden I'd carried for 2 years. Even breathing felt easier. So, is it official? It's official. Dinner tonight. My treat, obviously. We're celebrating Ms. Su getting her life back. I'll pick the place. See you tonight. To Suwan, for leaving the wrong man and building a brighter life. You've got millions in the bank. Live exactly how you want. Cheers. So, what's next? Planning to stay single forever? Maybe invest some of that money? Single life is great. I work, walk the dog, read, and travel on weekends. Most of the money is locked away in savings, with plenty left for everyday life. True, you have a home, savings, and a great job. Why invite a man to ruin your peace? But if someone good comes along, don't shut him out. One loser shouldn't make you give up on love. We'll see. I'm happy with my life right now. Suwan delivered outstanding results on this project. The company is promoting her to assistant department manager with a 30% raise. Congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate everyone's support, and I'll keep working hard. Z, you can't stay single forever. I'll ask your aunt to introduce you to someone else. This time, find a woman who owns a home and can support the family. Mom, let's not rush. I heard you live with your mother and sister. Would we all live together after marriage? And do you own a home? For now, yes, but later I'll buy one. Luza, the woman said she's not interested. Your whole family is squeezed into an old apartment with a difficult mother and an unmarried sister, and you don't even have a down payment. She doesn't want to sign up as the family maid. I used to treat Suwon's 4 million yuan house like it was mine, so I never worried about housing. Only after losing her did I realize I'm nothing without her. Blame your brother. This is your fault. You couldn't even afford a home, and the second my boyfriend heard, he dumped me. And Suwon, if she hadn't sold the house and run off with 4 million yuan, would any of this be happening? You couldn't keep your own man, so don't blame everyone else. If you hadn't charged so much for designer bags, none of this would have happened. What's wrong with buying a bag? Suwon used to buy them for me all the time. Now she's gone, and suddenly it's all my fault? Enough. All you do is fight. This is all that witch Suwon's fault. She took our perfectly good 4 million yuan house and walked away. Luze, I've been watching your performance lately. You keep making mistakes, and several clients have complained. Starting next month, you're being demoted to staff level, and your salary will drop accordingly. I finally understood. I was the one who pushed away the woman who once loved me with all her heart. My entitlement, my coldness, my favoritism, and my blind obedience to my mother destroyed the good life we had. But regret came too late. Hey, Liwei. Suwon, there's a short island getaway next week. You in? Absolutely. Then it's settled. I'll book the tickets. Duodwo, we're going to the beach. It's a big city. Sometimes, when people separate, their lives become parallel lines that never cross again. My life was only beginning, while all those toxic people and painful memories were already far behind me. From now on, I live for myself, free, fearless, and more radiant than ever.